Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is the 26th tutorial in this course, and in this tutorial we are going to check out another decision construct in PHP, and this one's called the switch statement. So I have a file opened up in my text editor. This one's called switch.php, and I have the opening PHP tag on line number 6, and I have the closing PHP tag on line number 29, and between the opening and closing tags I have some code. So the switch statement is an alternative to the if-else construct. So the places where you would want to use switch and not if are places where you want to make direct comparisons between values. So let's say you want to make a 4-function calculator, like you want to work with two numbers, and you want to ask the user the operation that he or she wants to perform on those two numbers, like addition or subtraction or multiplication or division, and based on the input you want to execute some code, right, and display some values. So I have created two variables on line number 7. The first one's called x and the second one's called y. X has the value 15 and y has the value 10. And then I have created a variable called op, which is short form for operator, and this one at the moment has the value at the rate. And since we are going to work with operators, the values that this variable is going to take, all the values have to be of character type, right? So let me change this to addition for the time being. So let's say you want to perform the addition operator on these addition operation on these two numbers. So if you want to use a switch statement, what you'll have to do is type in switch, and then within parentheses you'll have to pass in value, and we are going to pass in the value that's contained in the variable op. So it's going to take the operator, and then within the opening and closing curly brace for the switch statement we're going to have a number of cases, right? So at the moment we have a case for the addition operator, subtraction operator, multiplication operator, division operator, modulo operator, and then we also have a default case. So the switch statement is going to check whether the value in the variable operator is the same as this or this or this or this or this, and if the value doesn't match with any of these cases, it's going to execute the default case, which is invalid operator, right? So it's going to display that message because we have the echo statement here. So now the way you design your cases is you type in the keyword case, you give a space, and then you have a label for your case, and this has to be the value that you provide for the variable that is passed to the switch statement. So since we want to perform arithmetic operations, we only have arithmetic operators as case labels. So the addition operator, if this is matched with the value in the variable op, is going to simply add the two values $x plus $y, and it's going to display the result on screen because we have echo here. And since we do not want the remaining cases to execute, we have a statement called break, and we're going to talk about the break statement in detail later on when we talk about loops. I'm going to discuss the break statement there, but for the time being, just remember that the break statement helps you break out of the switch construct in case a match is confirmed between the value that's passed to the switch statement and any one of the case labels, right? So the break statement after the code in each case is actually important, and you have a colon after the keyword case and the case label for every case, also the default case. So similarly we have echo statement on line number 16 that's going to work if the operator selected is the subtraction operator, and it's going to display the result x minus y. You're going to display x multiplied by y if the operator is the asterisk operator. If this is the value in the variable op, then we're going to divide the two numbers and display on screen the result of the division operation. And if the operator is the modulo operator, then we're going to show the remainder of the division of x with y. And as I said, if none of these cases execute, then we are simply going to get into the default case in which I have just one echo statement, which is going to display the message invalid operator. And you could have a break statement after the statement in the default case as well, but it's not important. So in the default case you don't have to type in break. And I'll save the file. I'll go to my browser and request for switch.php. When I press the enter key, I see 25, and that's because the operator that we have selected is the addition operator. That's the value in the variable op, and it matches with this case, so it just adds the two values 15 and 10 and shows us 25. And if I would change the value here to percentage and save the file and refresh, I'll see 5 as the output, because 15 when divided by 10 leaves a remainder of 5, right? If I would change this to multiplication, and wait, did I save the file? Not sure. Okay, so I'll refresh the page, I see 150, right? And if suppose I pass in a value like the ampersand symbol as a value to the variable op and refresh the page, I see invalid operator because we've executed the default case. So that's it about the switch statement. It's a very useful statement, and you can experiment with the case labels, and you could also imagine different scenarios, like perform different operations. And it's not that you only can have character labels, you could also have numeric labels, and that's something that I leave up to you guys, an exercise that you can try on your own. And in case you have any doubts regarding the switch statement, you can comment on this video and I'll reply for sure. And you may subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. See you in the next video, in which we'll discuss something interesting again. And that's it for now. Take care.